The world's biggest serial killer might have never been caught if he knew how to use a computer. Imagine a person committing serial killings who is also a friend of his victims, a well-known name in the city, and on top of that, a doctor. Dr. Harold Shipman, one of the world's most notorious serial killers, might have never been caught if he'd been better with technology. Imagine a doctor, a respected figure in the community, killing over 250 of his patients, all while going undetected for 23 years. In the small English town of Hyde, Shipman established a practice where he mostly targeted elderly patients who lived alone. He spent extra time with them, gaining their trust, even visiting them at home. Some patients even gave him keys to their homes. Because of his reputation as a caring doctor, no one ever suspected that he was systematically ending their lives. Shipman would give these patients lethal doses of medication. Since most were over 80 years old, their deaths seemed natural, allowing Shipman to avoid suspicion. His killing spree started back in the 1970s and might have continued indefinitely if he hadn't made one critical mistake. Shipman's first brush with trouble came in the early 70s, when he was caught prescribing excessive amounts of the drug pethidine to patients. He was dismissed from his job but escaped losing his medical license. His victims' deaths were always certified by himself or friends who trusted him, helping him avoid detection. In 1998, suspicions started to arise when a colleague, Dr. Linda Reynolds, noticed the unusually high death rate among Shipman's patients. She filed a report, but the police found no solid evidence, and the investigation was closed. Shortly after, Shipman made his fatal error. His final victim was 81-year-old Kathleen Grundy, a former mayor of Hyde. After her death, her daughter, Angela Woodruff, found a suspicious will, leaving all of Grundy's possessions to Shipman. She alerted the police, who exhumed Grundy's body and found high traces of diamorphine, a form of heroin. When the police checked Shipman's computer records, they found that he had falsified entries about Grundy's condition, backdating them. But the computer saved the actual edit date, which exposed his lies. This evidence, along with a forged will typed on Shipman's typewriter, was enough to arrest him in September 1998. The investigation that followed linked Shipman to over 200 murders, though it's suspected the real number could be as high as 260. In January 2000, Shipman was sentenced to life imprisonment for 15 murders. He never confessed to the crimes, and in 2004, he hanged himself in his prison cell. Even after his death, the exact reasons for his killings remain a mystery. Some say it was for financial gain, while others believe he wanted to relive the moment of his mother's death, whom he watched die after receiving morphine injections. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more stories from history's greatest mysteries.